South have come into this tournament as favourites, and rightly so. They've earned that position and they've earned that right. So I think it's really important for Vic Country is what is going to be the plan on Rocco Zikarsky, averaging 20 points, 12 rebounds per game in only 20 minutes. So they're going, as we don't, Country don't have that kind of size. So what scheme are they going to use to try and nullify him? You're not going to stop him, but just make it difficult. I think he'll obviously be a focus going into both offensively. And then how are you going to get feet in the paint and score against such size? So it'll be interesting to see whether they try to use a defensive scheme early to try and generate points for themselves and not allow Queensland to flow into their offense. But on the flip side of that, this Queensland South team is class. So they're going to have, this won't be the first time that they'll come up against a scout that's going to be Rocco-centric.
Well, they've been undefeated so far in this tournament, have Queensland South 6-0. They won by 23 points yesterday against Tasmania whilst putting up 113 on the board. 5-2 the Victoria Country men. They won by 9 points yesterday against New South Wales Country. Unsurprisingly, Rocco Zikarsky wins the tip for Queensland South. You see defensively just packing the paint there is the Vic Country group. Turnover first up for Queensland South. And Vic Country will be looking for a better result for them down the other end of the floor. They did play each other earlier in the week and it was a Queensland South win there. Catch at the top of the key there. Cooper Duff Tyler just waiting for a little bit of the action to unfold. Dash Daniels nearly on the handoff. Duff Tyler to the bucket, and there is the first 2 points of the game. Cooper Duff Tyler averaging 7.6 boards and 2 assists over the course of this week. A big bucket early on.
And just Country sitting in that little zone there, just trying to force perimeter shots, and that'll be about taking Zikarsky out of the game. So need to be careful, though, that he doesn't line up on that small side and just, whoa, as he sends that one away, on that small side down low and post them up. If Queensland are able to find him on that, there is nothing that defender's going to be able to do.
Not at all. As we saw Vic Country go to the bucket there, and as per usual, Rocco sends it away when he gets close to the rim. He's been spoken about a lot this week by a number of people. He's certainly had a great tournament. Cooper Duff Tyler at the moment. It's a little bit of an interesting matchup for him because he's certainly giving up inches, is Duff Tyler, but he's certainly better footwork in terms of quicker to be able to go downhill. As we see, Roman Cialipa is going to be the other player for Queensland South. It's going to be a real handful. It's just him with the ball at the top of the tee now. Shakes, moves the ball on. Dribble penetration, spins and turns. That's 2 points there for LeBron Brooks.
I'm not sure how tall Lachlan Harvey is, but he is certainly not afraid of the footer for Queensland South.
The way to be. True Country status on that one. Plays downhill and just wiped away on that one. A very late foul call there on Rocco Zikarsky as Ned Renfrew went to the basket there. Nearly put that one through the backboard.
Well, what I'm really liking from Vic Country here is there seems to be a clear direction of actually attacking Zikarsky and challenging him. Now, he's going to send his fair share of shots away. But if he can potentially pick up a few cheapies like that and get him into some foul trouble, well, then you don't have to defend him at all because he'll have to come out of the game. So, you know, it is a bold strategy, but, you know, if you can get on the rim and get some finishes or draw some fouls on him, then that makes life a lot easier for you.
Zoe Carr moonlighting as Pepper Brooks. As we see Queensland South just dealing with that zone again. Skip pass. That one, Cialipa lines that one up. Looks nice out of the hand. No good there. Rebound there. Lachlan Harvey, Vic Country out on the break. That's Daniels. Oh, the nice little up and under on that one. Didn't get it to fall. As Queensland South out on the break. That's LeBron Brooks. Great pass inside there. Zikarsky managing to work his way through. as he makes the little left-hand hook finish. Country just waiting to see what's on offer there. Duff Tyler goes to the bucket with no call on that. Zakarski went at it, didn't get any love there. Foul called in transition there on Victoria Country.
Probably not a bad foul though, because that was going to be a poster at the end of that. Like we've seen it at many a national championship where he gets on the rim and just throws that down. So probably not the worst foul. To stop that kind of action, because when Queensland get up and about, that's again when they become really hard to guard. So
very difficult to guard in transition, aren't they? Like, you've got to find bodies and numbers as quickly as you possibly can, just to try and prevent getting dunked on.
Yes.
So Vic Country remaining in this zone. Perimeter three from Queensland South. Ned Renfrey on the move. Playing really well in receivers there is Duff Tyler. A great finish. And that's the thing they'll feel more comfortable about. They'll be able to get out and run in transition with the Vic Country group before the size of Queensland South is able to get there. Hand off at the top of the key there. Silipa goes to the bucket, just gets shaken loose. As Rantel comes up with the ball there as Dash Daniels is out in transition, averaging 12 points, 3 boards and 2 assists per game. Pulls up in the mid-range. No good there. Ned Renfrey with the O-board. Little jumper from the foul line is good. Salipa, top of the key, didn't want that one. Did think about it from the looks of things. Ball movement much better on that one. Starting to shift the zone is the Queensland South group. 3 points goes down. Indy Cotton, a great shooter for this Queensland South team. 11 points, 3 boards, 3 assists for him over the course of the week. Duff Tyler for 3, unsuccessful there, but naturally Lachlan Harvey grabs that rebound. Where's he from, Zoe?
Yarrawonga. Sorry, that just fell out of my head just then for a second. He's up on the river, and it just bleeds Vic Country. He's actually the epitome of it. Works so hard, both at the offensive, defensive end, and fears nobody.
Cooper Rawlings with that 2-point makes down the other end of the floor. Just got caught napping a little bit there, did Vic Country. Being stuck on one side of the floor here. Daniels makes some inroads there. Salute just working hard off the ball there, you can see. Forced a poor shot from, or at least a very contested shot there from Vic Country. Just shook it a little free there. Ned Renfrey on the break again. There's one thing I can guarantee in this game, Ned Renfrey will not stop moving. The kid is a constant blur of energy. Duff Tyler, top of the key. Daniels, one bounce pull up. Goes at Zakarski, does Duff Tyler. Great cut off the ball there, Rantel. And comes up with his own offensive rebound. Ball comes back out as they reset. Shot clock in single figures now. Ned Renfrey, a little bit of a skip. Rantel for 3, no good on that one. The Yarrawonga board, that's Lachlan Harvey with the board and sticks it back out for Ned Renfrey for 3.
And outstanding work from Country, just being relentless on the glass. They got good looks, and the more, we've said it all day, the more good looks you get, the more chance you are of eventually getting that score. Outstanding work keeping the ball alive and then eventually getting that finish.
Indy Cotton, no good on that one. Salipa with the board and the putback, and there was no doubt if that was going through. He has just been given a little bit of a warning, I believe.
No, I think you got it. Technical foul. Hanging on the ring.
So maybe just a touch overzealous on the celebration there. It'll just be one free throw. The penalty, there was no doubt it was going through the ring though.
Yes. Yeah, well, I do always say if you can dunk it, dunk it. It's a higher percentage than trying to get it off the board.
Closest I've come is a donut. It'll be a Vic Country ball from the baseline. Dash Daniels to bring the ball back in here for Vic Country. Ed Renfrey being checked in the backcourt there. Does a good job keeping his dribble alive. That's Rantel. Gets feet in the key. That's a great finish by Rantel. The second of the Rantels who plays for the Vic Country team. Older brother Jai played back in 2016 in under 16s he was.
And you can see with Zakarski out of the game now, you know, that pressure or that threat inside the paint is just not there anymore.
But speaking of threats inside the paint, Roman Silipa once again, just a little bit of a shake, took the contact through and just a floater into the lane as Dash Daniels tries to emulate that himself and play through the elbows. There's been a bit of a point of contention for Zoe Carr today is to let dribble penetration go through the elbows. Got multiple subs checking in at the moment. I can't keep track of them all, so we'll just pick them up as they come into the game. Will Rantel will inbound the ball for Victoria Country here. Even with Zakarski out of the game, you can see that Queensland South still do possess a great deal of size here. Coached by former Victorian now, Sean Carroll. I'd like to think he's still got a Victorian singlet on underneath that maroon polo. Way to put the ball on the floor, Indy Cotton. That's a great take. Way to catch on the move and just attack relentlessly.
Yeah, I'd like to see with Zakarski and Salipa out of the game, I'd like to see them come out of that zone for a little bit and just go to a bit more of a matchup and just have that coverage. You're not, you know, the more you stay in it, the more chance Queensland have of figuring it out. So maybe take it off for a little bit when, like you said, there is size there, but the size isn't as threatening, as it is when both Zakarski and Salipa are on the floor. So, yeah, go back to a bit more of a matchup or just change it up somehow and don't allow the guards that are on the floor to start figuring out this zone and picking it apart.
Indy Cotton 2 for 2 there. He's been shooting at 70% from the free throw line this week, so continues to make that better. A little bit of a 1-2-2 3-quarter delay press there from Queensland South. Nice little move there from Brody Hull. Just waited and then thought, yeah, okay, now's when I'm going to score.
One of the slowest jump shots I think I've ever seen, but well
you
done.
didn't see me play. We have Queensland South still trying to find their way through this zone of Vic Country. 3-ball, top of the key. Indy Cotton, no good on that one. Kept alive by Vic Country there with Joel Robinson, and they'll come up with it now. See Ben Waller, dynamic scorer for the Vic Country group. He'll be guarded very closely. Great pass to find the other side of the floor. Joel Robinson, probably not the pass you want to be throwing, that little bounce pass to Dunkers there. Just a little bit too much traffic. So you see Queensland South currently trailing by a point here. Certainly tested all week and have always risen to the challenge. It's a great take to the bucket there. Will be called a foul on Vic Country. I believe that will be on number 6, Lachlan Kangaiser. The Vic Country bench doing a great job of getting players through. They are one player down. Medin Kwani not playing in this one has led them with rebounds this week, averaging 6 per game. The foul line there, Cooper Rawlings. Successful on the first. Been averaging 12.6 boards for them this week. So as much as we talk about Salipa and Zakarski, there are still a number of threats on this Queensland South team. You can see why they won this tournament 2 years earlier.
Absolutely, and they're just tough.
How's that
you look at that, just relentless second efforts, and that's going to be the difference in this game.
Right. Corner 3 goes up, goes down. That's 3 points. Joel Robinson. So Zakarski has gone to the score bench. He'll be looking to check back in fairly soon. Throw down, great take there. As the ball comes off the knee of Mason Honeyman. Subs coming in. Zakarski's back in the game. This pressure defense up the floor from Queensland South just taken off a little bit here, so they're more of a matchup now. Joel Robinson tests a little bit there. Ben Waller always has a lot of time. Duff Tyler for three. No good on that one. Rebound falls there to Kyle Van Best. Zakarski on the reversal. Just puts it on the floor and goes to work at the bucket. What a take from Rocco Zakarski. Almost took Cooper Duff Tyler with him the entire way.
I'm not sure what more Duff Tyler could have done to stop that other than falling over. But keeping his feet, trying to challenge the shot is definitely what we want to encourage.
Josh Daniels with the jumper there from the short corner from Vic Country. Gives them back the 1 point lead, 21-20. Zakarski going to work again. There's one thing you cannot do is give him momentum. The second thing you cannot do is box him out. It's just impossible at the under 18 level, it looks like. Just going to work on the O boards there. Daniels, no fear of getting into the paint there. Board from Zakarski, doing it all now, just carrying the ball with him as he goes down. We'll be looking to get a post up here. They will get the last shot of the quarter as time winds down. On ball screen there with Zakarski. He rolls out of that. Extra pass made out of that. LeBron Brooks just trying to find way, gets a little bit of space and sticks the mid-range two there. Puts Queensland South up by 3 in the first quarter. It's a 24-21 scoreline as Queensland South lead at quarter time. Zoe Carr, what would you be looking at if you were the Vic Country team at the moment?
Look, I think for the most part they've done a great job, particularly defensively, of sticking to their scheme. As I mentioned, I would have liked when Salipa and Zakarski came out of the game to come out of that zone for a little bit, just to give it a little rest, take it away, don't allow Queensland to start to figure it out. Now, Zakarski's figured it out and he's starting to put the ball to the floor, catch at the high post and go at them rather than trying to post up. So now on his catches, you're going to have to get underneath him. You cannot allow him to put the ball to the floor at all. And then obviously, as you mentioned, they've got to box out. But the problem, whilst he's been a big part of the Queensland success to this point, the supporting cast is doing a great job as well. And they need to country need to make sure that their rotations out when the ball does come out are on point. They've got to close out, carry a hand above the ball, and just do not allow anything easy. The harder that, and you saw probably for about 8 minutes of that quarter, that's what they did. They did that well, and then the last couple of minutes is where it then, Queensland started to take over a little bit. But quarter time's come at a great time for country, and they'll look to regroup and start again here.
The Queensland South, with the significant size advantage here, they have been untouched all week. They have been putting on a clinic over the course of this tournament. They did play Vic Country earlier in the week. Country stuck with them for a good portion of that game before falling away at the end. Yeah,
10-point deficit in that one, which, could go either way when it comes into a final like this.
Especially when we look at some of the free throw shooting percentages that we've seen during the week.
Absolutely.
That has been a point of difference in a lot of the games that we've seen. So Joel Robinson looking to get things underway here for Vic Country. Dash Daniels being closely checked there by LeBron Brooks. Duff Tyler has shown a willingness to shoot the three during this tournament. The hard part is when Zakarski can guard you on the three-point line when he's still standing on the foul line, but three-point shot goes from Brody Hull. No good on that one. Remaining in this 3-2 zone are Vic Country. Rocco Zakarski puts the ball on the floor. Too big, too much length there, but did not manage to get that shot to go. Duff Tyler comes up with the ball.
But that's also a better job of getting that trap coming behind. So as he spins, that's when that trap came. And it was just enough to knock him off course and adjust the finish. But the biggest thing is making sure if he does miss, or any of Queensland miss, that's it. They only get one shot at it.
Foul called there on Jacob Miles-Renty. I think the Victoria Country coaching staff are hoping that would be on Zakarsky to pick up his two. And you do have to be a little bit careful too that you're not so Zakarsky focused here that it becomes your entire game, because other players will get you. Toe on the line there, toe behind the line there. That's Joel Robinson sticking another 3-ball.
He's had big impact off the bench here tonight, sticking a couple of threes, and that's what he does do well. Looking like
Country in a
matchup here.
Just taking Queensland a little bit of time to get used to that. They give up the foul. Vic Country, they were very close to a great defensive possession there with time winding down. The Queensland ball from the sideline, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Jacob Miles-Renty on the inbound here. From Brooks catch. Had some opportunities to post up there. Zakarsky has plenty of time and space. And a little bit untidy on that one was Ned Renfrey. Just getting underneath the feet of the shooter, Ashley McGrath. He'll take 3 free throws for it. Not making Vic Country pay here despite being on the foul line. And 1 for 3. We see Queensland South go there. This extended pressure again, that 1-2-2 delay press. Just taking a little bit of time off the clock of Vic Country. And back to a 2-3 zone there from Vic Country. Ben Warlock in the top of the key though. That's a 3-ball. Gives Vic Country the 2-point lead. 8 minutes 20 to go in the second quarter. The winner of this one will go through to play Victoria Metro in the final. The loser will go and play New South Metro in the bronze medal playoff. A little bit of a shake there. LeBron Brooks. Nice pull up. Gee, he's got nice touch. Nice touch. The crowd of LeBron really into this one. Ned Renfrey turns the ball over. I did see a number of maroon shirts wandering around before with LeBron on the front, and I'm looking through and I'm seeing a lot of dad, cousin, mum, those types of things on the back, and so it has brought the support crowd with him.
Yeah, why not? This is a bit of a danger time now for country. They need to make sure that they don't allow this to, a couple of errors, couple of tough scores for Queensland South. They don't allow this to be what shifts the momentum towards Queensland South.
Darcy pitch out 3-ball. Oh, net there. Queensland South, Kai Van Best with the 3-ball. Has shot that at 43% during the week. Return action here from Big Country. Trying to find ways to the rim. As Duff Tyler puts it on the floor. Great cut off the ball there. And 2 points to Brody Hull on his way to the buckets. Apologies, not Brody Hull. Ron Brooks, top of the key, using the on-ball screen. Just stepped out of court there, Nick McGrath. And it will be back to Vic Country ball as they trail by 1 point early in this second quarter. Ned Renfrey gets us underway again. Super Duff Tyler looking to go to work off the dribble. Nothing there. Renfrey kick out pass. Big 3 from Nenfrey. Ned Renfrey maybe. As Silipa puts the ball on the floor. A little bit of a no-look drop-off pass there. Oh, that's a nice finish.
Cannot allow Queensland South to play out in transition. When they're out and they're flowing and they're running, they are so hard to guard. You've got to stick the ball early and take care of the basket.
Dash Daniels found a way to come up with that offensive rebound. Ned Renfrey, top of the key. Knocks it loose there. That will be Vic Country ball again. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And a timeout being called here by Victoria Country. They trail by 3 points with 6 minutes 16 to go. For mine, a good timeout. Zoe, how do you feel?
Yeah, no, I feel a good timeout, particularly given it's a country ball as well. So you can not only steady the ship a little bit, whether you're changing up your defense again, but you can also put something on the board to try and ensure you get a good look out of this last 7 seconds of the shot clock.
Currently a 3-point game, Queensland South lead. The winner of this, as we mentioned earlier, will go on to play Vic Metro in the gold medal game. The loser will go on to play New South Wales Metro. We have a grand final already set in the women's competition. We have New South Wales Metro women. They'll be playing against the South Australian Metro women, which will be a great matchup there. We saw New South Wales just get over the line earlier against Victoria, and South Australian Metro had a fairly comprehensive win earlier. Who's your tip on that one for tomorrow, Zoe?
That's going to be a tough one. South Australian Metro got New South Wales in the pool games. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. New South Wales are playing better and better each game. South Australian Metro have just been class the entire tournament. So I'm yet to answer your question.
I did notice you were avoiding it.
I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to give it to New South.
Okay, I'm going against a Metro on this. Remember this tomorrow.
Oh.
So, ball getting inbounded here. Dash Daniels looking to go at the ring. And that. Clock winding down. Need to get something away. It's a little bit of a grenade at the end. Renfrey doesn't get anything away. That's not what they would have drawn up out of that timeout.
No.
So it will be Queensland South ball here.
Really important that for Queensland that they get a score on the board in this possession. It's just enough to give that bit of breathing room. On the other side of that, Country need to sit down and defend this and make sure they come up with it.
Silipa dancing with it at the top of the key. Fantastic little shovel pass there. Nice work from Queensland South to get a clean look at that one. Nothing going there. That was Indy Cotton that came up with it. Silipa again finds Zukarski in the post with a wall of players around him. You know what you do with walls? You go over or you go under. And he went over on that one. Catch, top of the key there. Brody Hull puts it on the floor. Great take. Brody Hull has kept the scoreboard ticking over for Vic Country with that one. Makes it a 3-point game again. Silipa Zukarski on ball. That's the thing of nightmares for defenders everywhere around the place. LeBron Brooks feeding to the key again. Gives up the charging foul on that one. Coach Sean Carroll suggesting that maybe the defense wasn't quite as set as it should have been. Maybe he has a fair point. But it will be Queensland South giving up the turnover on that one and Vic Country ball.
And who else putting their body on the line, though? Lachlan Harvey stepping into that gap and just doing everything he can to try and spur his team on at the defensive end.
You need players like that in every team, don't you? Just
Absolutely.
someone that you can rely on that's, regardless of how things are going, will always do the right thing for the team. Just great teammates that are worth their weight in gold.
Absolutely.
2 points there. Mansell no good. Indy Cotton chases that one down. Very organised point guard is Cotton. Saw him last year at under 16 nationals. Pass. Finds a way to put it on the floor. A good take as well. Silipa from 3. No good on that one. The Country in transition throws it up.
Oh,
I'm going to give benefit of the doubt and say that was a pass and not a shot.
yes, it was definitely a pass, just a little overweighted.
But wasn't a bounce pass. So making progress here. Word is getting out there. We have a timeout to Queensland South. So just trying to pull away at Queensland South, but not being able to get any more than that sort of 3 or 4 point margin that they've had for most of this game. Vic Country doing a great job of just sticking around. It's not anything pretty or graceful or anything like that. It's just through sheer grunt and hard work.
Absolutely, and they're doing a great job really of junking it up defensively and not allowing anything simple. You know, whilst Zukarski's being class and it looks like it may be a little bit simple or easy for him to score, there's always at least 1 or 2 on him. He's just a very good basketball player. So, you know, the country are doing a great job of that. And, you know, as the game goes on and fatigue starts to set in, maybe those finishes start to fall out. They've just got to make sure that they keep the offensive end going. They've gone a little empty and they need to, you know, make sure that feet are getting in the paint. Yes, Zukarski's there, but at least draw something in, find your shooters, or even play in the mid-range a little bit. Draw him out and then look to attack.
Queensland South resuming some extended defensive pressure there from Victoria Country. Has manufactured a steal out of this as Brody Hull. He had his own poster dunk during the week. I think he had designs of getting his second one as he's gone flying into the stands. Well, not into the stands, into the
signage.
Foot Locker signage there. The signage has bounced back.
Broken.
Brody Hull has bounced back. I would suggest we're not seeing that sign again tomorrow. Team manager Ben White has gone over to try and rectify that and just maybe move it a little further away from Brody Hull's flight path. Silipa just got that knock free there. Lachlan Harvey doing a great job to get down in stance. Despite the length of his shorts, he gets down in stance. It is a full and one looking short that is Lachlan Harvey wearing at the moment, as opposed to the New Balance partners sponsoring Basketball Victoria.
Well done.
Silipa with the inbound there. Had an option underneath, but had an option over the top. Zukarski, great touch usually, and follows up his own missed shot with an O-board and a putback. Ned Renfrey putting it on the floor again.
That's where Country have to do a little bit better job of rebounding by committee. So as soon as Zukarski shoots that, Duck Tyler's got to step into him and just push him. Sorry, not Duck Tyler. My apologies. Brody Hull needs to step into him and just push him out of the key. That's his only job. And then somebody else has to come in and get that rebound.
Renfrey with a little pull-up jumper from the short corner. Brings it back to a single possession margin. Zukarski top of the key. Dangerous, moves exceptionally well for a 7-footer Silipa. Well, we know what he can do. Spins, finds the back cut. What a great pass. And it will be a foul there on Vic Country. Fantastic read on that back cut. And great work there by Cooper Rawlings on that catch. And he'll earn himself a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And I think he's probably used to having to play, you know, with the focus being on Zukarski and Silipa, so he knows where to get his little duck-ins and his little scores from, you know, coming up on the O-glass or ducking into that dunker spot, wheeling underneath. So he does a great job of that. And again, there's weapons everywhere on this Queensland South team.
And shots fired there and has made 2. Kai Van Best comes back into the game here. Potent three-point shooter for Queensland South during this week. Delay press again from Queensland South, just making Vic Country think a little bit. They've done a pretty good job against that press, to be fair. Lachlan Harvey puts it on the floor. Wow, what a great take from him there to use the rim to protect his shot on the reverse layup.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what is impressive about that is, you know, you've got the footer bearing down on you, and using the rim to protect your shot is so important. Well done.
Just a little bit too much contact there from Brody Hull on that one. Zukarski, as I feel like he's been done a fair bit during the week. little bit of contact. I feel like he puts up with a lot. Zakarski will take the trip to the free throw line now. It is difficult as a big in these competitions where a lot of referees aren't used to having to guard people of that size. So you see someone like him that has to play through a lot of contact, and it just kind of gets let go because it's like, oh, you're too big, you don't need that call. But down the other end, they pick up hand-checking fouls. So it's like, well, you should know better.
Yeah, all the contact doesn't affect him the way it affects somebody else, but it's still there. And I don't know about you, but being hit constantly for 40 minutes is going to tire me out. So I'm sure it tires him out too.
No question. Referees just having a little bit of a chat about this one. I think one ref is saying Queensland, one ref is saying Victoria. That will be Queensland South ball. Probably a wise decision in the Queensland South venue to go with Queensland South ball. Big country crowd somewhat disagreeing, it'd be fair to say. A clean look in the corner there. Did a great job on the closeout. He's off and 10 guys up. Oh, wow, that's a nice step through. That's some very, very sharp work there.
Just explosive on those steps. You know, went from the dribble wasn't overly quick, but the steps were just so explosive.
Super impressive there. Mason Honeyman at the free throw line, 80% free throw shooter over the course of the week. And Rattles the first one in. Good on the second one. Never looked like missing there. We've got a substitution coming the way of Victoria Country. It'll be, again, Dash Daniels return to the game as Ned Renfrey takes a well-earned break. 5-point game. Queensland South are leading here. 2 minutes 40 to go. Some extended pressure once again, but Dash Daniels doesn't look too fazed by it at this point. LeBron Brooks is just a pest. He will not go away defensively. Dash Daniels refuses the screen on that one. Silipa found a way to just stay in that. Has taken time off the shot clock. Oh, Silipa will be annoyed with himself for that one because that will be his third foul. He thought he had a crack at it. He did have a swipe, but that does rack up his third. Big country ball here. Lachlan Harvey. The Yarrawonga Wonder with the ball at the top of the key. Dash Daniels puts it on the floor. Nice take. Unsuccessful on that one. Had a good swipe at it as well. Did Daniels to try and shake that one free. No good. LeBron Brooks in transition. Oh, that looks pretty nice out of the hand. No good there. Big rebound there by Lachlan Kangaiser. As Lachlan Harvey finds a way to get into the key. Kick out pass. Cooper Duff Tyler. No good. 1 against 4 there was Lachlan Harvey. I'd almost back him in on that one, but he did give up some inches. Van Best finds Brooks. Oh, nice.
Great
LeBron Brooks.
Hezzy.
No good there. Cooper Duff Tyler, he's out on the break. He wants to get going. How did he get a strip on that one? Mason Honeyman, what a take. No good on that one. Rebound, put back. And he'll spend some time to the free throw line now. I've got to tell you, teams don't run back on defense as hard as we saw Salipa and Zakarski jump up and pick up their teammate there. Yeah. It was sprightly.
Yeah, well, and you can just see this game has been an absolute grind. It's, no team's really been able to shake it open and be able to create what they want to. So I think, part of that is trying to just generate some energy to be able to break this game open the way that they want to, as well as I feel like that last minute of play there just did not stop. Like, it was up and down the entire time. So to be able to get themselves to the line of just relentless effort, that should be celebrated that way.
Absolutely. Cooper Rawlings goes 2 of 2 from the foul line there. 7-point margin, the lead for Queensland South at the moment. So Vic Country have called the timeout with 1:24 to go. Use them. You
Yes.
can't wait until half-time on some of these things. When it gets out to 7 points, this is one of the times you do want to address a few things. What would you be talking about if you're in that Vic Country timeout at the moment?
They need to get a good clean look here, and probably something a little bit more at the rim, unless it's to one of their shooters, like known shooters. But I think they need to find a way to shift Queensland South, because at the moment they're not really having to defend too much. They just kind of always seem to be within arm's length of whoever's got the ball. So they need to start, even if they're sending some things away from the ball, like some flare screens or some back screen action, look to shift them that way and force them to have them looking one way and then the direction going the other, if that makes sense. That makes sense in my head.
It makes sense to me, but I'm watching you draw this up with your hands as you're talking through this. I mean, one thing they will probably have to talk about is the extended pressure of Queensland South. They've usually jumped up the floor in a little bit of a 1-2-2 3/4 delay. Be interesting to see if they go into that or if they change up defensively entirely here. So starting to get a little bit noisy in here. We do have the Vic Country women in the crowd. We have, I think it's the Queensland South women over on the other side as well. Starting to get a little rowdy in here, and it's kind of enjoyable.
Yeah.
2-2-1 defensive structure up the floor, it looks like, from Queensland South. So a little bit of a change up in alignment there. Lachlan Harvey finds a way, does not find a way, in fact. Charge given there, and a technical foul on the Queensland bench. Maybe a little overzealous on that one. That was just a celebration. There was nothing untoward about that. They may have been given a warning earlier, but that's one I'd probably like to see just let go.
Yeah, to be honest, both of them. You want to see with the first technical foul and the dunk. You want to see people throwing them down and a bit of a highlight reel, and then that for what I assume was stepping over the line on the sideline. Obviously, we're right up the back on the other side of the court, so we can't hear and see everything, but if that is the case, then yeah, that's probably a little bit disappointing to have that call be made.
So either way, Vic Country coming out of that with a point. They trail by 6 points with a minute 17 to go. It'll be Queensland South ball. Looking to make some inroads into this 3-2 zone employed by Vic Country. LeBron Brooks pull up. He's been money from there in this game. A great mid-range jump shooter.
And again, I feel like I'm repeating myself probably, and mostly in the men's games. You cannot allow offense to operate inside the elbows. It's too difficult to guard, especially when you've got somebody that can play in the mid-range as well as he does.
It's a great take and a great finish there by Queensland South. They were very cautious not to take one more step towards the court. There was the bench, but they were up and celebrating all the same. A little out of control here is Vic Country. Oh, way to get him in the air. Oh, but Ned Renfrey has found a way to get that, has picked the eyes out of it. I don't know how he's done that, but we do have a timeout going in the Queensland South direction here. There'll be 27 seconds remaining in this half. 19 seconds on the shot clock, and it will be a Queensland South ball on the baseline. So good opportunity here for Queensland South to run something here. You've got to imagine, see if they can get themselves a high-quality look.
Yeah, definitely. It's they've started to break the game open a little bit, so the pressure's not quite there in terms of needing to really need the score. But if they can look to execute something here and go into the break, more than 10 ahead, psychologically that is a big advantage. So that'd be something that I think would be a priority here in this timeout. A really big priority from Vic Country now is to make sure they blow up whatever is written off the board here. Do not allow anything easy. Do not allow them to get a score there. At the moment, you don't have fouls to give, so you're probably not wanting to look down that path, but do not allow this. And my guess will be it'll be some type of lob towards Sikorsky given he's come back into the game.
Especially with Vic Country being in his zone the last couple of possessions as well. That's going to be difficult to match up on. So he will be important to be tagged. But Queensland South have extended this lead with Sikorsky and Leaper off the floor. Mason Honeyman and Cooper Rawlings in particular doing a lot of damage there. Oh, that's about as clean a look as you could possibly find. Just deflected free. Well done there by Jacob Miles Renzi to come up with the offensive board. They will have Another crack at it though, Vic Country, depending on this outcome. 3-point shot goes, no good there. Ned Renfrey comes up with it. He's got to get moving. Less than 10 seconds left in this half. Vic Country, ball on the floor, has done well there. Finds some space. Cooper Duff-Tyler comes up short on that one. It's a 10-point lead in favour of Queensland South. We're taking a break to grab some water, and it will be back for the second half in 10 minutes.
We are united in our love of basketball. A common feeling turned culture. A universal language. Laced together by the passion of the game. Bonds forged in unrelenting spirit. The buzzer beater made equalizer of us all. Lessons learned, carried from court to court. The game is our DNA. The court is our canvas. Individuals moving to the pulse of one beat. Connected by the way our game defines us. We move, we speak, we teach, we create. Walking side by side. One culture on different courts. Wherever you play, whenever you play, whoever you play for, it makes no difference. Every court counts.
Sun is shining, yeah, it's time to get up. The clouds are here, but they're about to let up. Sun is shining, yeah, it's time to get up. It's time to feel alive. Sun is shining, yeah, it's time to get up. The clouds are here, but they're about to let up. It's gonna go live. It's time to feel alive.
got girlfriend. Yeah, how's that? Welcome back, everybody, to the South Pine Sports Complex. We are here for the Foot Locker Under-18 National Championships, brought to you by Spalding, Sport Australia and Game Day. We are in the final of the men's semi-finals. We've already had one run and won by Vic Metro. They took care of business against New South Wales Metro. They will already be through. The winner of this game will go through to play them tomorrow, and it's currently Queensland South leading by 10 points. As we're about to start the second half. Zoe, what have you seen so far? What are the things that you'd like to emphasise before we get into the second half?
Well, I think Queensland have done an outstanding job of using their strengths. You know, obviously we've spoken a lot about Zakarski and Sulipa, but I've been really impressed with Rowlings. Like, his impact, he's currently the leading scorer. He's got 11 points and 4 rebounds. But just the way he's forcing the country defense to just always keep their head on a swivel, because his work within the receiver spots is just elite. Country have done a great job of not allowing this to bust out into anything uncontrollable when it looked like it would start to trend in that direction. But for them, they're going to have to start and shoot well from the perimeter. They're on the rim and they're finishing what they can on the rim. Where they're not converting is in either that mid-range or three-point area. So they need to start trying to hit from there a little bit more.
Salipa trying to play downhill on that one. Doesn't quite get there. LeBron Brooks, the man with the biggest fan base in the state. No good on that one. As Ned Renfrey looks to get out in transition again. Ben Waller has been a little bit quiet in this game for his standard. Seeing Ned Renfrey pull up from behind the three-point line. No good there. Salipa comes in with the rebound. And they just look to get organised here with Queensland. Back in their match-up defence. That's a charge. Without a doubt. I don't think he tried to get up the charge there. I think he maybe tripped over a little bit. He didn't have much control to Sikorsky. But that will be his second foul.
As soon as the forearm came out, that was all over. Yeah, well done defensively there.
So, Lachlan Harvey gets us underway again. Dash Daniels with that little step-up screen for Ned Renfrey. Duff Tyler, top of the key, being guarded by Sikorsky. Gets the switch out happening. Sees a little bit less length, but still plenty of it. But goes to work. And gets the 2 points all the same for Big Country. It goes Cooper Duff Tyler. Post up coming, a little bit of a double team there, but definitely the foul coming. So you can see Vic Country looking to double from that baseline side, looking to try and make it as difficult as possible for Sikorsky. So they're going to make sure Queensland South, they get a little bit of cutting action off the ball in there and see if they can just punish them for that.
And even just fake it in there, skip it, get a reverse seal from Sikorsky, or then they can put the ball to the floor and look to penetrate and get in on the dunkers or score themselves.
Sikorsky, the one-man inbound. Nice little drop step. Goes again, doesn't get the call, but throws that one down. And when I say throws it down, literally threw it down.
I feel like he just went on his tippy toes for that one.
It didn't seem like it was overly difficult, does it?
But that is the gameplay that Country are going to have to play. Get out in transition. Force Queensland to chase, because the more they have to chase, the more fatigue then becomes a factor going into the fourth quarter.
So Sikorsky just getting a little bit of a talking to by the referee here. I believe it might be a little bit of a warning for hanging on the ring. We've already seen one of those tech fouls called during this game. It will be Ben Waller on the free throw line for Big Country. Knocks down the first. And good on the second. Back to an 8-point margin in favour of Queensland South. Well defended there. Lachlan Harvey just found a way to get into it. Has been pressured in the backcourt there by Cooper Rawlings. Great defence there by Queensland South. Way to take the charge on that one. That will be on Ned Renfrey. Apologies, that will be on Cooper Duff Tyler. Queensland South ball. Indy Cotton being doubled there, just making sure the ball does not end up in his hands as the Victoria Country crew. Roman Salipa, a little pull up in the lane. Gee, that was nice. Great touch from the big fella.
And Country have to make an effort here to try and go at him at the offensive end. Try and get him to pick up his score now. He's not going to want to pick that up, so the defensive pressure from him won't be as tight or as aggressive as it normally is. So I'd be looking to try and isolate him as much as possible and attack him.
Ben Waller just made a little floater down the other end of the floor. Country in their 2-3 zone. Indy Cotton puts it on the floor. Gee, that was nice. That was a really crafty little throw down in the touch with the runner. LeBron Brooks does a pretty good job there dealing with Ned Renfrew on that drive. It is a turnover, and it will be Queensland South ball here. Not sure if it was a foot violation or what's happened there. Either way, Queensland South have the ball. So ball inbounded, some extended pressure here from Victoria Country. Good to see them changing things up and keeping the Queensland South group guessing. Back into their match-up defense here. Lukarski came back down from the three-point line, could almost reach the ring from the three-point line, and lays in the 2 points with a little baby hook. Lukarski's touch around the ring is elite. Ned Renfrew pull-up, no good on that. Duff Tyler, offensive board out to Dash Daniels for 3, and no good on that one either. Somehow, Lachlan Harvey was still in that contest. I have no idea how he does it, this kid.
Like I said before, he just leads Country Vic. You know, he's got nothing but determination and grit. And at the moment, Vic Country need to find some other athletes to go with him on that. They're going to have to crash the glass, get as many opportunities as they can to get second and third chance opportunities if they're not good.
Great finish there by Cooper Duff Tyler on his way to the bucket. Managed to avoid the long arm of Rocco Zukarski. Great little up and under move from him. He's back to 10 points in this game. Indy Cotton just dealing with that press. Kick out 3, Indy Cotton. Oh, on net. That was smooth. Dash Daniels being harassed on the perimeter there. Will Rantel comes to relieve him. Duff Tyler once again on that square up. Likes his chances there into some on-ball action with Ned Renfrew. Just holds in the pocket there. Does Renfrew. Little step back, no good. Zukarski comes up with the board. You've got to be real careful on the shots you take if you're Vic Country, because it can lead to transition basketball fairly easily. Salipa somehow from behind the back really made that close. Has to be careful here not to pick up another foul. That's Duff Tyler down the middle. Down, around, trying to find the gap. Not there, Rantel. Seen more shot fakes here than I've ever seen in my life, but they find a way to get the shot up.
I guess that's what comes with the length of Queensland South. You know, even when they're subbing and they're bringing players in and out, their length doesn't go away. And so it makes you just second guess whether you can go straight up on that or whether you have to go up and under.
Post up there, Zukarski cutting off the ball. Great cut there. Just a little errant on the pass. Big Country on the move again. That's Dash Daniels looking to play as close as he can to the bucket.
Great.
And somehow, Cooper Duff Tyler makes that one go. Probably a little bit easier. Didn't realise Zukarski was coming for it, so he just went up quickly rather than worrying about where the size was coming from. Momentum certainly starting to shift back in the way of Big Country. Still a 9-point game. As ball goes in there, Zukarski turns around, gets a charge, and that will be Zukarski's third foul. Couple of subs are being made here. LeBron Brooks goes out, Rocco Zukarski goes out. Will Rantel goes out for Vic Country. Joel Robinson coming back in, who hits a couple of early threes for Vic Country. Wouldn't be too disappointed. I would suggest that coaching staff if we could do that again. Ned Renfrew gets his feet into the key. And finds a way. Foul called. Points good. Ned Renfrew to the foul line for the bonus.
And a beautiful take and being able to take that contact and get on the ring. But where that came from was Joel Robinson's ability to, just on that, whether they call it an X cut, that speed cut, just to be able to make that pitch and then get to the corner 3. And as a shooter, that has to be respected. So that opened up that gap to allow Renfrew to then drive on the back of his heels.
So some half-court pressure there from Vic Country. Finds the turnover. Ned Redford went upstairs to try and flush that one, and the foul called on Ruben Sirleaper. Ned Renfrey down on the floor at the moment. So just a little bit of a break in play here as the medical staff check out Ned Renfrey. Just rolled onto his back at the moment as the medical staff are checking him out. Obviously hopeful that Ned is okay. So officials just holding up play here.
He at least seems to be responding to the staff, so that's obviously a good sign.
It's a good start. I've had plenty of players that haven't responded to me when they've been fully conscious. So this is a good sign, just sitting up now. Good sportsmanship there from Ron Zialipa, just going over to check that he was okay as well. Nothing untoward there, just being challenged at the ring. Renfrey won't be taking his free throws. That's when you know he's really injured.
Hopefully he's okay. He's a big part of this country unit. He's a tough kid. There's no doubt about it. But that was an enormous hit. Obviously the medical staff will check him out and hopefully that he's cleared to play. But if he's not, obviously it's safety first.
Well, to be honest, he just walked past the bench and made the sign with his hand that he wants to start back in.
That kid will run through fire to play. He is tough as nails, but there was a fair hit to the head on that one.
It was.
So you've got to be careful with
absolutely.
that sort of
Ben Waller, very capable free throw shooter, makes two. We are back to a 5-point margin here in favour of Queensland South. Might be the rallying spark there to get Vic Country back up and going again. Cotton finds the pitch out pass. Kai Van Best, no good on that one. Great rebound there from Jacob Miles-Lancey. Long three ball from Indy Cotton. Finds nothing but backcourt. Out there pass. Cooper Duff Tyler on the break. Has seen Ben Waller out in front of him. Somehow, Jacob Miles-Lancey didn't block the shot. Caught it in midair. But came down and will be out of bounds, and it will be a Vic Country ball. "17 seconds on the shot clock here. Joel Robinson, clean look at it. Great shooter of the three ball. And there's the timeout to Queensland South. Vic Country are coming. It is back to a 2-point lead for Queensland South. And all momentum back with Vic Country. Zoe, what would you be addressing here if you're Queensland South?
With my Vic Country hat on, hopefully nothing. But from a commentary standpoint, they don't have to panic. I think what's happened is a little bit more emotion has dripped into the game, and Vic Country have fed off of that. They just need to stay calm, they need to stay poised, and obviously get their hands to their shooters at the defensive end. Offensively now, though, they need to ensure they have a good press breakup, because Country have been up the floor a little bit more in the last few possessions, so make sure they get it down cleanly with enough time to then execute offensively and get a decent ball. And obviously then crash the glass as well at the end of that. Make sure that, they're being as relentless in their half as what Country have been in the last few minutes.
Absolutely. So we are seeing a resumption in play coming here will be Queensland South ball, which will be up the floor here if you're Vic Country. See if you can rattle them a little bit
Yeah,
here and
well,
get another turnover.
Yeah, and I think because, it could go against you. Whenever you're up the floor, it's always a risk. But right now, momentum's with you, energy's with you, as you can probably hear. The crowd is going insane right now. It's difficult to even hear yourself think. So use it, vibe off that, and use that to be your sixth defender on the floor.
Vibe off that are the words of Zoe Carr here. That'll be going on a t-shirt. Probably a tie-dye one. What a take there by LeBron Brooks. And
So
there's the stop.
That's the look that country want. Queensland South can't settle for that. Off 2 feet, a nice finish there from LeBron. Absolutely, take that all day. But that little runner is probably what they're willing to live with if they're country.
Brody Hull, he'll absolutely shoot that from behind the three-point line. No love on that one for him. And Queensland South just looking to slow things down a little bit. There's a card, well read there by Brody Hull. Great job taking that hit. Charge called on Jacob Miles-Drancy for Queensland South. It'll be a Vic Country ball.
Big country assistant coaches just doing the sideline work to make sure nobody steps over that sideline.
Wise decision.
Dylan Cole working overtime.
Only everyone defended like that. Ben Waller puts it on the floor. Floater in the lane. No good on that one. Our boy, Lachlan Harvey, offensive board. Dash Daniels from a long way behind the three-point line. No joy on that. Joel Robinson reels it in. Makes the two, and we have a tie ball game. It has been waved away by the referee there, saying that the player grabbed the net on the way through. Oh, I missed that one. The referee had that. Still a 2-point game to Queensland South. LeBron Brooks stops the key. Long three, no good on that one. Great hustle on the boards by both groups there. Step back, not
Great rotation
job.
from Harvey there.
Fantastic job.
We saw that Hull got pushed out of bounds there and wasn't able to recover, and he just rotated under there.
Outstanding work there by Cooper Rawlins to follow his only shot on that. The tempo of this one has gone up in. This is amazing basketball to watch at the moment.
It's the old Globo gym, though. There's good energy in the gym.
There is. Nobody's had to dodge a wrench to this point, but a great finish there from Lachlan Harvey. Just a little out of control there was Honeyman. And the foul gets called.
Fouls to give those, so not too bad. Obviously, you want to try and secure that as quickly as possible, but as we mentioned before, physicality has gone up. The refs are letting them play a little bit and play through that a little bit more. So that becomes more difficult. It's easy to say secure it, but when you're trying to secure it and you're taking hits, that becomes for both teams that becomes a tough ask.
Ben White doing the work of floor wipers everywhere and is just out there taking care of the sweat patches. Good team managering, if that's a word.
Sure.
Be on Urban Dictionary if you want to go look that up. Great pass there, or great idea of the pass by Brooks. Just hit the ring on that. Ben White on the break. Bounce pass in transition. Does slow them up just a little bit. Good decision there from Ben Waller to wheel that one out. 10 seconds left on the clock for this quarter. Ben Waller, he's going to look to score. At the rim, little floater, up, down, out. Lachlan Harvey. Lachlan Harvey with the offensive rebound. He will go to the foul line here. 2 free throws for him. How good has Lachlan Harvey been?
Outstanding, and he's been it all week. He has been the energy guy. He's been the 1%ers, and it's just been huge. He's a big part of why Vic Country are even in this game, let alone 2 points down.
So just a miss on the first one there from Lachlan Harvey. No good on either. Don't give up the foul there, young fella, with your overzealous rebounding. But we have three-quarter time. It's a 2-point ball game, Zoe. Did we expect this? It was a 10-point lead to Queensland South of the half. But Vic Country rallied to get back in this one.
Absolutely. The heart that they've shown has just been next level. Queensland are in a position, though, right now where they need to panic. Zakarski sat for a lot of that because he's in a bit of foul trouble. So, it's not a time for panic stations for them. They just need to keep their composure and continue to execute. Yes,
you got to keep your composure? Yeah, gotcha.
But all credit to Vic Country on this one, though, to fight that back. They could have let this game blow out, but instead, and I think it kind of came at the Renfrey hit. On that, I think that might have rallied them a little bit and got them sort of up and about and added another layer of aggression to what they've been doing. So, if they can continue that, this game is anybody's.
Absolutely. It's been a really interesting contest. I'd suggest we're going to see a little bit of Rocco Zakarski and Roman Salipa come back into the game now. They did sit a reasonable amount in that third quarter. Both are dealing with fouls. It's 4 fouls on Salipa and 3 on Zakarski. So they do have that up their sleeve. They should be relatively fresh by the time they come in, but they've also got to be really mindful. There's been a couple of sloppy fouls by both of them that didn't really need to happen. And the last thing you need is that happening again and having to sit again in the fourth quarter when it's so important.
Well, both of them have picked up a technical foul in this game so far. You take those off and they're not sitting at this point in the game. So, it is a disappointing part, but it also adds to the flavour of the game. Now game management comes into it from both sides of the floor, and we'll see what both coaches come up with. Big Country have to continue to go at them. Don't shy away. If you can find your shooters in the corners, great, but it's got to get beat or ball in the touch in the paint first.
So a bit of zone defense here from Queensland South. Just trying to work their way around. Couldn't quite get it there. Shot clock winding down here. That's Ned Renfrey has made the return to the floor. I didn't hear the Rocky music, but it may well be playing now as he hits it from the car park. Huge. That gives Vic Country the first lead they've had since the first quarter. A massive 3-ball from Ned Renfrey. Returning the favour. That's Mason Honeyman. Renfrey just continues to play at breakneck speed. Will Rantel from the corner. No good on that one. Great rebound there from Cooper Rawlings. Oh, this is going to be a fun last 9 minutes. Kick out 3. No good on that one. Great box out there by Vic Country. We had Cooper Duff-Tyler on the break. Sees a gap. And is just turned away there by Rocco Zakarski. Did not see him coming at all. Substitution coming in, Will Rantel coming out of the game as Joel Robinson returns. Inbound, Joel Robinson has stuck multiple threes so far in this game. Catch, Cooper Duff-Tyler. Jumper, wet. That is 2 points as we return to a tied scoreline. There was a very good chance of free basketball in this game. LeBron Brooks finds the post up, double comes, kick back out. Brooks finds Honeyman. Oh, wow. Found a way. Of course, Cooper Rawlings, boards, just where he lives and breathes. Ben Waller, feet in the key again, getting through the 2 elbows, much to Zoe Carr's disgust.
Well, it's a lot less of a problem when you've got a 7-footer in the middle.
True. But Ben Waller doesn't care how big you are. Slices through there, gets his own 2 points, and we're back to a tight scoreline, 64 apiece. LeBron Brooks, top of the key. Indy Cotton looking for some space. Lukaski post up, double team comes, skip pass out, Rawlings, 3 ball. Oh, nothing but net. Nothing but net. That was beautiful.
Huge. He's been massive in this game. Big time 3.
Renfrey skip pass finds Waller. Waller gets through the paint, turned away by Rocco Zukarski, gets a piece of that one. LeBron Brooks, finds Indy Cotton on the 3, no good. Zukarski finds a way over the top, no good on the first, grabs a second, and dunks! Throwdown on the O board. Ben Waller out in transition. Finds a way, Lachlan Harvey, free penetration, hook pass out, Renfrey, floater, 2 points.
Whilst they ended up getting a score off of that, I probably would have looked to use a timeout. Country haven't used a timeout this half so far. And just you can feel the momentum shift coming back towards Queensland South, just to try and break that a little bit and take them out of their stuff.
And how could it not when you have players like Indy Cotton just get feet into the paint, a little pull-up jumper. They've done incredibly well this game. To be fair, both teams have shot it really well from that mid-range area. They're taking what the defense is giving them. They're not forcing up bad shots. They're just getting where they can get to and knocking them down with relative consistency. We got some subs coming into this game. The barometer of this country team, Ben Waller has played incredibly well so far. Interesting sub on that one. I think Lachlan Harvey thought it was him. Ultimate team man. Well, I'll take this bullet, no problem. Joel Robinson, little dunker's pass. Daniels can't get that one to go. A rebound, Zukarski. LeBron Brooks trying to get organised. Indy Cotton. Oh, nice shake there from LeBron Brooks. Indy Cotton for 3. No good. Great effort on the glass there by Mason Honeyman to retain the ball for Queensland South. 5-point game here. Queensland South leading. I'm starting to lose a little bit of my voice here, which people at home may be saying is a good thing. But this has been an absolute crack of a game. Deflected well there by Vic Country off the back of the backboard. They may be upset it's not their ball, but I think they're pretty happy it wasn't a Rocco Zukarski dunk. So take the wins where you can. Three there from the corner. Maybe a little ambitious there, Mason Honeyman early in the clock. Cooper Duff Tyler just told, get out of here by Rocco Zukarski. He's taken a hit himself on the ring. Have done a good job here, have Queensland South. They're just getting settled as Rocco gets back up. And he's down, he's pumped, he wants this. There's a chance of a charge coming here. He finds a way, kick out 3. Indy Cotton, no good on that one. Oh, why would it be anybody else? Cooper Rawlings, man alive, has he been good on the glass in this game, Zoe?
Just in everything. And like you said, he's probably used to playing in this group where the focus is on Zukarski, the focus is on Salipa, but you know, the way he gets into gaps, the way he gets on the glass, the way he defends, the way he sticks the 3, you know, how do you guard him at the end of the day? He's knocking down 3s, he's in putbacks, he can work off the post. He is a nightmare matchup.
An absolute cheat code with that size.
As the starting 4.
Yeah.
He's so, the length, no, I don't know that there's another team here that has that sort of size.
He has been phenomenal throughout this game. Both ends of the floor has done a little bit of everything. Vic Country, with this timeout, they currently trail by 7 points. They've done incredibly well. They hit the lead for a moment there. Haven't been able to capture it back. Queensland South just with a little bit of momentum at the moment. So good time out here from Coach Brenton O'Brien. Will be interesting to see what they come up with here. They've been at their best when they've been able to get stops and then run the other way at Queensland South before that lead gets set up. It'll be great to see what comes out. Lachlan Harvey will be on the inbound. Be a little bit of extended pressure here. Zukarski's come out of the game. He's getting a little bit of treatment at the moment over on the bench. Salipa's come back in. How long can they last without Zukarski, Queensland South?
Look, they're still a
okay?
very talented team, so I don't think that's a time to panic or anything like that. Hopefully Zukarski's okay, but this is the time for Country to try and capitalise. Without that shot changer or that shot blocker inside the paint, look to try and attack and get some easy ones.
So we saw Vic Country go empty on that last possession. Silipa goes baseline. Tries to get the two-handed flush. Doesn't quite get it. Does get his own board and put back though. Vic Country desperately need a bucket here to try and get back in this contest. Oh, baby! There he is, Lachlan Harvey. The Yarrawonga Wonder. Post catch, Salipa just gets knocked free there. LeBron Brooks just looks to settle again. Single digits on the shot clock. Finds Salipa in the post. He goes baseline, runs into a double, fall away jumper, comes up short. There's Ned Renfrey on the break. That's a foul.
Once again, Ned Renfrey stopping a lot of contact.
If we were to try and do a little bit of a case study on how much time he spends upright versus how many times horizontal on the floor taking contact, it'd be about 50-50 at this point.
Tough as nails too, you know, he keeps getting up and continuing to play. Just, yeah, there's a lot of people that would take the easy way out, but not Ned Renfrey.
Not at all. He's done everything the hard way. He's been the heartbeat of this group along with Lachlan Harvey. They play tough throughout this one. 2-3 zone here from Queensland South. Flashing that high post. Ben Waller causes problems in there. Little on-ball action. I like that from Vic Country. Why would it be anyone but Ned Renfrey that comes up with that rebound? Turned away there. Was a pass. 3-point shot. Ned Renfrey. Wowee! There it is. Back to a 3-point game again. Zakarski gets up off the medical bench. Has just walked up behind the coach. I reckon he's trying to suggest, yeah, I'm good to go, coach. Sean Carroll, not needing to be told twice, go, yeah, okay, I think we'll sub you in.
Get you in before you change your mind.
Interesting sub with Rawlings coming out here, but he has worked his tail off all the way through. I'm anticipating this will be just a really quick blow before we see him come back into the game. LeBron Brooks gets through the middle of the key, finds a way, bobbing like a cork in the ocean there. Great kick ahead pass there. Cooper Duff Tyler finds Ben Waller. Ben Waller surveying the floor. Daniels finds a way. Renfrey going to carry a hand there. Cooper Duff Tyler looks for the back cut there from Vic Country. Runs. Zakarski runs Duff Tyler off the three-point line there, and a travel called. It will be Queensland South ball.
Just got to look to go into the throwdown off of that. That often gets called that shot fake and then rip through. Whether it's a travel or not, often gets called. So that's why the throwdown was brought in. And just using that just to make sure that footwork stays clean.
Oh, what a fantastic finish there by Rocco Zakarski. Great pass, but how he finished that without knowing where the ring is beyond me. Shifty there from Mason Honeyman to get a deflection. Salipa bounce pass in transition. I don't like that, but I love that. That's great work from him. Ned Renfrey. They needed score here to Vic Country. Ben Waller loves the little floater in the lane here. Brings it back to 5 points. Will not go away, this Vic Country group.
No, they won't.
Salipa. Ball reversal against this zone. Errant pass there from Queensland South. Ben Waller in transition. Trying to get ahead of the ball there. Renfrey for three. Renfrey! It's more like Renfrey! That is huge from Ned Renfrey. 2-point game, 2 minutes 15 to go. Salipa does a great job. Freezes the defender. 3 points. Back at you, says Mason Honeyman. Smooth as honey on that one. A massive three from Queensland South to answer. Duff Tyler, high post catch, looking to go to work in there. Stood up by Zakarski. Good double down. Mid-range jumper there. Harvey unsuccessful there. Zakarski just looking to settle things down. 5-point lead for Queensland South. They don't need to do anything outrageous here. They just need to be patient. Salipa goes barreling in and gives up the charge.
One of the worst results for Queensland South there. All they needed to do was take the 16 seconds still on the shot clock. All they needed to do was take the air out
South timeout.
Queensland South timeout. So a bit of a gift for country here to be able to then draw something up. I dare say there will be a defensive change up here though. That's why that timeout has been called. Make sure they're ready for the pressure and then get a good look. Doesn't have to be a 3 quite yet, but something high percentage.
Well, double damage there for Queensland South as not only have they turned the ball over, that's the 5th foul on Roman Salipa, so he comes out of the game. The bad news for the big country is that Cooper Rawlings comes back in, so it doesn't get any easier there for them. That massive front court that is at Queensland South's disposal there. Big country, they don't need a 3 yet, they don't need to start firing away or anything like that. They just need a good look at it here. That's all they're after.
And if that look is a 3 from a shooter, then obviously you take it. But a rush early, contested is not what they're looking for. But like you said, unfortunately, you do a great job. You get Salipa out of the game. They're bringing in 20 points and 10 rebounds off the bench right now to replace them.
A little surprise. It's not more than 20 points and 10 rebounds. It feels like it has been. He's been everywhere, has Cooper Rawlings. This game has been a lot of fun. This has been the most enjoyable one today by far. We have a minute 34 remaining in this one. It is Dash Daniels starting. A little change up as Zoe Carr suggested. Expert commentary for a reason. 1-2 delay. 3 ball for Vic Country. No good on that one. If anyone was going to pull that one in, it was going to be Cooper Rawlings, but just deflected out of court. Good result for Vic Country. Not much time off the clock. Ball on the baseline.
We'll check that shooter in the corner.
Yeah, you might want to make sure you know where Ben Waller is out there. Renfrey coming back to the other corner. And away, the long arm of the law in Cooper Rawlings there. Just gets a deflection on that one. Cotton just looking to be patient here and slow things down. Zakarski ghosts out of that on ball in the middle.
Big country have fouls to give.
No need there. Ambitious from Honeyman, but they get going to country. Renfrey puts it on the floor. Gets feet in the paint. Doesn't get any joy out of that. Extra pass. Daniels puts it on the floor himself. Goes to the middle. 2-point bucket there. We have a 3-point game. 53 seconds to go. Queensland South with the ball. LeBron Brooks just getting doubled there.
That's all right.
The good foul there from Big Country. They do have fouls to give. They're going to need to rack them up in just in case they do play the foul game. It does give them a little bit of an opportunity to be really aggressive defensively. They can get after it a little bit.
The only issue here is that now out of this timeout, they're going to be able to set something up, and Zakarski is so difficult to guard regardless, but coming off any kind of back pick or any kind of cross pick action against it on a sideline out of bounds is even harder. He's never easy to guard, but it's sometimes easier in the context of this gameplay versus on a sideline out of bounds.
Interesting time out here in Vic Country to call this, being Queensland South ball. Is there a reason you go when you're on defense to change up defensively? Maybe talk through tactics for this last 44 seconds as to if they get a score, here's what they need to do next?
Yeah, I think it's definitely defensive focus, obviously, to try and ensure there's no score here and to come up with it and then what they're going to do next. But I think it's also important that on that last score that we had from Vic Country, Coach Brenton O'Brien was trying to signal to get up the floor, and with the sound in this stadium, it didn't get through. So I think it's maybe just trying to steady the ship defensively and get those instructions through so we don't have to worry about not being heard.
Indy Cotton with the ball. It's off LeBron Brooks as well. Queensland South just taking a bit of time off the clock there. A foul there by Doug Tyler. So that will be his second. So nothing to worry about from that perspective in terms of foul outs. It'll be Queensland South ball from the sideline. 14 seconds reset on shot clock. Rawlings, just time winding down here. Have to go here to Queensland South. Not free. Oh, Dash Daniels has been called for the foul on that one. I had a very different angle, but I didn't see it there. Players looking to try and decide this one. Easy in down there. Cotton, very responsible with the ball, as is Brooks. Time winding down here. Big Country running out of time. Caskey with that catch. Finds Cotton on the cut. Unsuccessful there. Ned Renfrew with the ball. You better find shooters here, Vic. You better find some shooters here. You need 3 balls to tie this one up and get us basketball. Ned Renfrew with the 3, but with the foul. Drop goes the Caskey. Ned Renfrew will go to the foul line to shoot 3 foul shots here in an attempt to tie the ball game up. 7.1 seconds to go.
Oh, that's a backbreaker for any coach. It didn't need to happen. Just carry your hand to it and force it to be tough. But now, free throws. How important are free throws?
Very. And Renfrew agrees with you as he sticks the first one. 85% free throw shooter over this week. Makes the third. Makes the second. You're going to think there's a timeout coming here from Queensland South. He gives a little bit of a quieten down crowd to the Queensland South crowd. Everyone in a state of shock here. 82 apiece as we're going into this timeout. Queensland South. Now, they're going to advance. We know that. 7 seconds to go. Where are you heading? Are you going to the Zakarski option?
I think you have to at least have that be a focus to try and open somebody else up. But at the end of the day, trying to get him on the rim, we've seen it be borderline unguardable for Country because of the size. So I think you have to go there again. But just have shooters spotting up. You know, Country going to have to be aware of where Rollins is. Make sure he's completely covered.
And the good news for Country is they have fouls to give here. So they can foul on this first one. So you'd probably wait 2 or 3 seconds here, then try and foul
on the floor.
On the floor. Make sure you go nowhere near a shooter, as we just saw on the last possession. But that would be the wise move. Yeah. Zoe's gone full coaching mode here. Queensland set ball, 7.1 seconds to go. Fouls to give for Vic Country if they need to. Scores are tied. Has coach Sean Carroll back here off the timeout. Rawlings in the catch. Finds for Bron Brooks. Shakes. Not there. Finds Cotton. Shot fake. 3 ball. No good. We have 3 basketball. It's overtime. What a phenomenal effort here for Vic Country to send this game into overtime. A 2-minute break here as we wait to see what the coaches have up their sleeve. One thing we do have to be mindful of, Roman Silva has fouled out of this game. They don't have access to him. Queensland South for the end of this overtime. 82 points apiece. A massive effort from Vic Country to get through to this point. Rocco Caskey does have 4 fouls. They have Jacob Miles Renzi with 4 fouls. For Vic Country, none of those concerns. They have a couple of players with 3, but none in foul trouble. What a big overtime period this is going to be. Zika, what's your prediction?
I got to go with the heart. I got to go with the country boys. You know what though? Regardless, this has been an outstanding game of basketball to watch. Both teams have made big shots, big plays at both ends of the floor. It's been great to watch, but I do have to say, regardless of results, the country boys have definitely made the CV proud.
Absolutely. They've done a phenomenal job. The game definitely came in underdogs. They lost to Queensland South early in the week. One thing I do want to mention on Renfrew, how those 3 foul shots at the end. 3 points down, 7 seconds on the clock. Managed to stick all 3 foul shots to tie the ball game. They've come up with a stop on that possession. Have Vic Country. We are going to have a Queensland South ball to resume the overtime period. Back in the pots and pans, the noodles, the hookers, the hot and everything in between are up and about. overtime. Free basketball, people. Big Country out in there, 2-3 zone to begin with. Trying to find a look at it, couldn't find one. Nice jump stop, step through. Waved away there by Daltola, who gets Renfrey out on the deck. Fumbles. He's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour there. Foul by Big Country. Queensland South ball.
So both teams are bonus now, so that's going to play a really big part in this overtime game.
Queensland South ball here. Rawlings to inbound. A little bit of an extended zone here from Vic Country. Trying to take as much time off the and make it as junky and junky as possible. Oh, corner three, that's dangerous. Up jumper, that's Mason. Honeyman, he sticks it. Not only does he stick it, he has the head to go with it. A big jumper as he's fouled. He'll walk to the foul line to make the bonus.
So both teams just making massive shots, particularly in the end or the fourth quarter in the start of this. And again, free throws come in.
This is why basketball, greatest sport in the world, has been a lot of fun this one. The crowd's been into it, the players have been into it, the coach has been into it. Speaking of into it, that is the basketball into it. Matt Honeyman makes the free throw to give it a 3-point lead to Queensland South. Renfrey puts the on the rims, Zakarsky, Renfrey doesn't care. That's a little over the top, 2 more points. Plays off the on-ball, rolling catches. There for him. Honeyman finds a way back. Can't get through that. This is the left-hand lane there, though. Big Country with the opportunity to go ahead. Ned Renfrey has been an absolute pulse of the team throughout the game. Duff Tyler puts on the floor. Well defended by Zakarsky. Great score by Duff Tyler. Put Big Country 1 point ahead.
And smart by Duff Tyler to go at the cast. He is currently on 4 fouls. He cannot afford to pick up the chip. So he's not going to be, as we spoke about before, not going to be as aggressive defensively.
The floor, no good on that. Down Dash Daniels. Chance to extend the lead here after Country. Renfrey top of the key, going close by the Brook. The matter is wild. Points down. It's a massive bucket for Big Country. And that's a foul on Rocco Zakarsky. Picks up his foul. He walks to the bench. That's a foul.
Not only the score and the 3-point play, but the big play to foul out Zakarsky. Now, Queensland South still did enough to get this win, but it is not having the 7-footer at the rim when you're trying to score is obviously something you would welcome. Well done, Renfrey.
Renfrey on the foul line. Saw him 3 clutch foul shots. A couple to go. Out into this one, misses this one. It is still a 3-point game. This is why we love basketball. Nearly a steal on that one. Honeyman down the middle, lines to kick out 3. That's Kyle Van on that one. Comes up short. Cooper Duff Tyler gets going in a hurry. Big Country can afford to be patient. It's probably the first time in this now. They've usually been changing Queensland South. This is the opportunity for them to extend the lead. Duff Tyler puts it on the floor. Has a shot available. Doesn't get it to go. Over Queensland South ball.
Queensland South just looking to work the ball around. Stay composed with what they're doing.
Roll, great take. Well defended there. Ben Wallace, but Wallace too big, too strong, good.
He has been outstanding this game and just stuffing the stat sheet across the board.
He's been a lot of fun to watch. Not much as a country supporter, but a great player for the Queensland South group. Standing in the corner, very much wide open. Ned Renfrey, but nothing but the net. top of the key. Short. Doesn't come up with it. Tyler does. Renfrey out the break. Doesn't get the dunk. Does the out of the putback. He's 2 points. Wow. What a massive possession there. Vic Country lead by 5 points. Huge effort in this game. Doing it without being
Queensland not out of the woods. Not they can. We've seen the way they can shoot, seen the way they can get on the rim throughout not only this game, but the entire tournament. So it's certainly the moment. You've got to get hands with your country. You've got to get hands to shooters. It's everything to be difficult. Now, when they come to the defense, obviously Queensland start making some decisions soon about whether they put the foul game, whether they come up and the country's going to have to be ready for extended pressure. But they can take as much air out of the ball as possible without going negative. We've seen teams a lot of the time, they try and protect the lead rather than just kick the lead. So it's going to be a case of if your opportunity is there, still take it. But what you want to try and do is take as much time off the clock as possible.
So far from all, it is looks a bit MVP this game. So many players have stepped up clutch. Queensland South here at 5 points that they have advanced. The shot clock will go to 15 seconds. On the inbound, and the biggest fan club in the gym. Mums, dads, cousins, friends, all on the team. I've seen it all. They go here.
Right.
It's through. Daniel turns it away from him. Tyler comes up with it. Daniel just takes a little bit of time here. No Tyler is in not having to deal with Zakarsky in the paint. He's driven the ball. It up a bit early there. That's the ball up. It's away in the lane. No good on that one. Big bear.
That took a lot of time off there. Whilst you third score, is
Here we have it. Mason in the middle, top of the league. Looking to try and get a score here for Sancerre. Kick out. So good there. Honeyman just waiting. Well defended. That is a massive break. We need the ball back. They will play at this stage. Victory. Just takes a off. They need a high quality shot. Want a foul at the moment. Still comes out. Screen coming. Switch out third. Ready. Loves to be in that situation. Line at it. Stop points. The wonder came up with the ball. That is a shot clock violation. It is 11 seconds to go. 3-point game. Queensland South. It's all no timeouts. You need a 3. Would you pick and try to find the 2 something? You go 3.
I think you have to go for the 3, particularly who's on the floor right now. Go hard for the 3.
Found a little bit of it there in the half court. Fine, Honeyman gets in the air. Honeyman, clean look. Oh, God, Daniel's ball. How goes? A massive rebound there. Big country. This is going to be a huge win.
Take one.
I assure you, I don't have a hard monitoring for Brendan O'Brien, but if it's thing one, I'll be really disappointed.
Closely behind by HBC.
He's playing over there. Daniel on the line. This is on the first. Big one here. Almost deliberately. Feel really confident if Daniel. No. Away. Make the miss. Daniel on the line. Big throw. This is for Vic Country. No good.
Oh, yeah.
They still on the floor. Congratulations, country. Huge win. That is for the Archers. Congratulations, everything.
when you had to come out and produce to really give your team a chance to win. Oh, wait, you played with Drewy. You don't know what that was like.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, Craig did.
Nice move by Meninga.
McCall has that pass ricochet.